Welcome to another episode of the Gaisang podcast. I am here today with an amazing speaker. He is somebody that I've been admiring from the distance, and I'm so excited that he made his way here today. So, a little bit about this gentleman. He is a charismatic serial entrepreneur and leader in his space. He is the director and founder of MPS Electrical, which is a thriving electrical services company. He is also the director and founder of Mogopodi Adventures, which is an exciting travel agency which provides experiences for their clients. He is the chairperson of the Black Management Forum Young Professionals Organization. And he is also the chairperson of the Northwest Youth in Tourism Organization. And just recently, I found out that he's been selected for the prestigious Mandela Washington Fellowship for Young African Leaders, the flagship program which will be happening in the United States this June. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Katlego Mogopodi, my
Thank
brother.
you very much.
How are you?
I'm blessed. Thank you. How are you, sir?
It's amazing to have you with us today.
I'm humbled. Thank you very much, sir.
Your accolades are quite impressive, I must admit.
I'm humbled.
And you're still relatively young. You're a young entrepreneur. You've done so much. I really want to dig in. I'm sure a lot of people would like to find out
Yes,
a little bit more about you. I want to start with your come up, right? As a young guy, as a young man, you were the head boy at Khelo Secondary School in grade 12. You also represented your school at the International Leadership Festival.
Yes, sir.
Leadership it's just, when I read your profile, leadership is just something that keeps popping up. When did this leadership come? Is it something that you learned? Is it something that you discovered? Can you tell me about how is it this leadership thing is all around you?
All right. So thank you very much. Firstly, I would love to thank you for inviting me, and greetings to you and your viewers. My name is Katlego Mogopodi, as you have introduced me. So with leadership comes from within. You can want to be a leader. You can try to teach yourself to become a leader, but leaders are built.
Okay.
Leaders are born.
Yes.
If I can put it that way. Leaders, it is within. So it started while I was still in primary.
Yeah.
My first leadership role was becoming a prefect, and I wasn't selected by the teachers. I was selected by the prefect that sat together and said that we need one more prefect, which is Katlego. We need him. And when I got there, the teachers were like, this is the disruptive one. This is the naughty one.
Oh, so you were the naughty boy.
I was the naughty boy.
Okay. But the students still chose you.
But the students still chose me.
That's leadership, actually. Somehow.
Because leadership is being able to stand out.
Yeah.
In class, I was able to stand out from a young age, but they saw it as disruption. Even in the market, I'll speak about that later in the podcast, that even in the market, when you disrupt, that's when now you stand out. So it started from a young age. And further on, went into high school. And when I went to high school now, all my friends went to schools in town. I got rejected. From all schools in town, I got rejected because I was passing with an average score.
Okay.
So I went to Headboy Park Secondary School. It was bad during those days. It was really bad. There was a lot of gangsterism. There was a lot of, illegal. Those that knows Headboy Park Secondary School during those days, they will tell you that it would be bad to take your child there. But currently now it has changed. Obviously, after I became the head boy, I definitely had to make some changes. Yeah. And
I'm sure they're so proud as well with some of the things you've done, that you graduated from their school, right?
Yes, sir. So what actually pruned my leadership skill is actually when I was still in grade 9 and I lost my father. So that's when now I had to focus. That's when now I had to be the man of the house. I grew up with my mother and my sister. So I had to be the man while I was still young. I had to think ahead. I had to be pruned by women, which is, women are powerhouses. And those were queens that molded me. And that's when now my eyes had to open. That's when I had to focus. That's when my faith started now. That's when I started now becoming a believer. I had to change. I had to start now giving more than receiving. So that's when now I decided to dedicate myself, for leadership.
Wow. And also, I love this question on leadership because, again, we love talking about business and how to scale our businesses here.
Yes, sir.
And it's about knowing how to be a leader in the business space, whether you have your own business, leading yourself, or you leading your team. So what would you say are some of the key things that make you such a good leader? Because I can see you're leading in quite a few spaces. What would you say maybe two or three principles that the listeners can take, particularly in their businesses, in their personal space, or in their careers, that the principles of being a leader that they can use that are working for you?
All right, thank you very much. So I'll just mention two things. Number one, management. As a leader, you need to be able to manage, irregardless of whatever space you are into. If you cannot manage, you are going to lose everything. Even in marriage, if you cannot manage your marriage, you lose it. If you cannot manage your business, if you cannot manage your team, if you cannot manage your church, if you cannot manage anything that you cannot manage, you're going to lose it.
What would you say is the best? What is the best way to manage? How can people become better managers?
Have a system. Everything needs a system. You need an oiled engine.
So creating a system, can you unpack that a little bit? If you
All right. So it depends on whatever that you want to manage. But the general basic rule that I use is management. It's management.
Somebody has a business now.
All right.
Let's say they're just starting. It's been 6 months. Yes. They want to be a better leader. They want to grow their team.
Yes.
You're talking about management and system. What type of system would you say they would need to implement in order to reach those goals?
So if ever they are starting out, first thing they need to manage is the most expensive commodity, which is time. They need 100%. To first start managing their own time. 100%. The more they spend the time, the more you spend time in whatever that you do, you get the result in whatever that you do. Whatever you invest your time into, the outcome will be whatever that you've been doing. If you invest your time in bad habits, the outcomes will be bad habits. If ever you invest your time in good habits, in learning, in getting yourself more information, in ensuring that you grow not just as a business person, but generally personal development is important. You need to invest more time into yourself. You need to invest more time into understanding what you actually want to do. Don't just look at it from this perspective, eye to eye, but look at it in a 3D vision. Usually when I speak at motivational sessions, I would say that have a dream in 3D. See through. Don't just see now where you are, but look at the bigger vision of where you are going, because the current generation do not have patience. And if you do not have patience, you won't be able to manage because you want to rush everything. But if you are patient enough to say that this is where I am, but tomorrow I see myself there, then you'll be able to grow.
100%.
Then secondly, that I wanted to emphasize on is value.
This is the second leadership principle.
Leadership principle, value.
Understanding value.
Understand value. Even yourself, when you know a meeting can wait for me to be there because I bring value. They will say, wait for Katlego. Even here, like, I mean, you waited an hour for me because I'm bringing value to you.
100%.
So whatever that you do, you need to understand that you are valuable. You are valuable. You may not be valuable in tourism. You may not be valuable in engineering, but there's something that you are good in. There's something that you have a gift in. There's something that you are fueled in, and you need to use that value. And you need to monetize it as well. That's how you grow in terms of leadership. You need to understand how you climb up the corporate ladder. You do not just use that value for one level or one sphere, but you need to climb up the corporate ladder. You need to climb up in terms of your growth. That's how you see that you actually bring in value. And now you start getting now more people now saying that we need you in our entity. We need you in our business. We need you as a shareholder. We need you as a board member. We need you as this. We need you to come and serve because you're bringing value.
Got you.
So I'll leave you with those two for now.
Those two for now. So leadership principles, Mogopodi style leadership. Number one, understanding the value of management.
Yes, sir.
Number two, value, making yourself value, understanding your value, and adding value to others.
Yes, sir.
100%. Right. Lots of food for thought. Thank you so much for that. I want to move here to talk about, now we did mention in in your introduction that you are actually a director and a founder, right? As an entrepreneur, and I call it a serial entrepreneur because you have multiple businesses.
Yes, sir.
So when did the entrepreneurial bug bite you? When did you have that thing of saying, you know what, I want to go into business?
All right.
For you, when did that start?
Thank you very much. So 2015, I decided that I want to become a born again, and I decided to serve in church. And as I looked at ministries within the church, there was one ministry that was struggling back then. It was called the media team.
Okay.
They used to have a TV channel, and it was few guys that were in the team. Now, you'd stand on a camera station from 8 a.m. until 4 p.m. Standing throughout the service. It's praise and worship, the word, then prophecy, then healing and deliverance. It was hectic. So I said that I need to bring value to these guys. I need to help them. So that's why I learned the skill, photography, videography, even editing.
So you identified the needs that the gaps that they had.
Yes, sir. So that was in 2015. I was doing grade 10.
Nice.
Grade 11 now, I become now, I'm at Khelu Park Secondary School. I buy my own small camera.
Okay.
I was passing with average scores. The only award I was getting that year was LO.
And I said, everyone can.
And that time, I'm a class rep. I'm in grade 11 now. I'm a class rep. I'm getting only LO. And people are getting a lot of accolades. Yeah. And I said, you know what? I'm not going to waste time waiting for one certificate. Yeah. What I'm going to do, I'm going to record the whole ceremony, and I'm just going to collect my certificate. That part is the only part that was missed. Then what I did, I edited it. After editing
it. So the camera that you bought, you decided to record the entire ceremony?
Yes, sir.
At the time, they didn't have anyone recording, or
no, they didn't have anyone recording.
Interesting.
So I knew that I recorded in a memory stick.
Right.
Then I had a laptop, my sister's laptop. I decided to edit on it. I bought DVDs.
That was back in the days.
Back in the days. Bought DVDs, about 100. I went to print those DVDs on top by the rank. By that time, it was about 2 rands. And I decided to put the whole recording in that.
The DVD.
And I went to school. You see those guys in the ranks that used to sell DVDs for 10 rand? I was selling the award ceremony for 20 bucks. That's where everything started. I sold everything.
Nice.
Everything, because everyone wanted that memory. Because DVDs were the things back then.
100%.
Going forward, fast forward now, I go to varsity.
So quickly before you jump, so this was the first time you actually created something and sold something?
Yes.
All right, so you thought of this and you said, no, I want to do more than just get an LO. So it was actually you making that decision.
Yes, sir.
Okay, I'll come back to this very quickly. So now that happened, now you went to varsity?
Then I went to varsity, TUT. Then 2018, first year, I volunteer in the church. I get to understand everything around the student Christian organization. I was a program director for all services. You know, everything was going well. 2019, they deployed me to student parliament. We were the only church that could sit in the SRC and the parliament. The only church amongst all religious churches that were registered at TUT. So after getting now that, then they decided to deploy me to SRC.
Okay.
Now that's COVID.
2020.
2020.
Yes.
I'm going to SRC now.
Hey.
And TUT has the campus that I was leading now has the largest number of students in the country. There was about 36,000 students. Main campus, Pretoria campus.
Yeah, I see it.
36,000 students you have to manage. I'm the deputy secretary. I have to do the admin. I have to do all the meetings. That time I'm studying electrical engineering. So you can imagine the pressure.
Yeah.
So I had a lot of pressure.
How did you manage that overwhelm? I think that's very, very key, because I think overwhelm is something that hits a lot of people.
Yes.
You feel like there's so much happening. So how did you, in that period, it goes back to what you said, management.
Yes, sir.
Managing your time, managing your resources. So how did you manage? You've got SRC, you've got your studies,
Yes.
you know, there's probably other things as well, family, personal stuff as well. So how did you in that period?
So it was the most difficult times. It was the most difficult time. But an advantage is that we decided to go online.
Nice.
That's when now we had that shift. And it was
COVID,
it was a new thing. Yes, it was a new thing to everyone. We were the online SRC, if I can put it that way.
Nice.
Because people were not at campus. So now the pressure got better. Then I decided now, once the lockdown eased, I said that, but you know what I can do? I can do trips. Because before I used to organize, you know, the quantum, as I said that back in primary I was disruptive.
Yeah.
I would organize the cab. I was a Scotani, you know, I would organize quantums. I was already negotiating with the taxi owners to say that, please take us from the rank to school. We just want to make noise at the gate and you just leave us there. So that's what we used to do.
So it was already in school, you had already learned how to manage.
I had already
to organize transport and how to, which is key because we're going to talk about how you went into your first business.
I was already able to negotiate in primary. I was the chief negotiator. I was with Karabo and Oratile. Those were my best friends in primary. So we'd take out a quantum from the rank. These guys would make money. Imagine I'm just asking you, please drop us by Caroline Park Primary School from the rank, and we give you a certain amount. A load, for example, that you would have done to Rankelenyani. We say, no, just drop us there. Just make noise so that people can see us. We'd go in, then the first thing we go to the principal's office. You know, they say, no, come here. It's Kataya again. So I was that naughty boy, but eventually as time happened. So come varsity now, I said, no, but I have the skill of negotiating. So I said, now let me ask these taxi owners. Same setup. I said, taxi owners, how much would you charge me if ever I wanted to take these students from TUT to Gold City? Then they would put their price. I would ask Gold City, how much would you charge if ever I'm bringing this certain huge number? And they gave me rate. And I combined. And I put my sugar on top.
Aromat?
My sugar on top.
Yeah.
And I made it a package. By that time, I didn't know what's an itinerary, what's a package, what's tourism. I didn't know that. I just knew that I'm selling something. What I would do then, I would make posters. Since I was in the SRC, I would be able to print certain.
You had access to print and all of that.
So I would print in color and say, every first weekend, transport included, entrance fees included, food included. This is how much you pay. Let's go. People will buy. So people now started trusting me now. I wasn't just their leader in the institution, but they trusted now the entrepreneurial side of me now, because now they started enjoying, because I saw that most of the learners were you know, they were most into substance abuse. And I said that, what can I do to curb this, to help these learners? Because now they're feeling the pressure. Most learners, they go through a lot. Family circumstances. Some of them don't have NSFAS. Some of them, they grew up in bad environments. Some of them don't even know how to speak English because they grew up in the villages. And you get someone from Venda coming into TUT. They've never stayed alone. They've never, you know, back then it was truly difficult. But then now they were able now to say that this is a trip where now I'm able to be free because I paid. You know, when you paid, you're able to be free.
Exactly.
But where now you are not able to afford, it becomes difficult. Even the environment, even the circumstance, even everything becomes just now where you are not able to afford. So my packages, I would make sure that everyone enjoys. Full sound system, I would change then, not just Gold City, water parks. I would take them to Hartis. I would take them to Little Paris. I would take them to Little Upside Down House. So those were the packages that I did. Then fast forward, people now started saying that we need now a weekend getaway. I said, guys, you're making my work now difficult. Now
it's changed from, so up until this point, you were just doing 1-day trips. Gold City, Hartebies, or whatever the case may be. So now they're saying we need more services.
We need more services. Can you please organize us one night in Mpumalanga? I said, I don't know anyone in Mpumalanga. Can you please organize us Sun City? I'm from Sun City, but now I'm like, this one is a bit difficult, but I can take you in and out, because I was specializing in and out. I had a system for in and out. I didn't have a system for now sleeping, breakfast, lunch, supper, you know, DBB. No, I didn't have that as an itinerary. But now 2021, I decided now to register the company formally. So SARS, CIPC, everything now, because I saw that now people saw the value in me.
Now this is now what we're talking with is the Mogopodi Adventures.
Yes, sir.
All right. I love how I want to talk about a point you made now where you started with the day trips,
Yes,
right? And people started to enjoy them. They started to trust you.
Yes.
But then they started to ask you for more,
Yes.
right? They wanted you to do the weekend trips now. They wanted you to go to different locations.
Yes.
And I wish people can pick from that is that usually when the growth phase starts, most people start to pull back.
Yes.
Where they may say, "Hey guys, I don't do that," or maybe they may say, "Hey guys, this is not me." Or they may talk to themselves, "It's too much." But what I love about your story, and I wish people can take, is that always be willing to get out of your comfort zone.
Perfect.
When as you're pushing and as you're doing things, then next thing is like, okay, they need more services.
Yes.
Or you need to put in new products. You know, don't be afraid to try new services. Get out of that comfort zone, which
Yes.
you decided. You didn't say, "Hey guys, I can't do weekends."
Yeah.
You were like, "Okay, let me figure out this thing." In fact, you registered the company.
Yes.
Right? Which is what I love. So I hope people catch that, to not be afraid to go out of their comfort zone.
Yes, sir.
So you've segued beautifully into Mogopodi Adventures.
Yes.
So I know right now it's one of your thriving companies that you run.
Yes, sir.
Can you tell us a little bit about Mogopodi Adventures? What do you guys do currently? I know I saw recently, I discovered that you also do car rentals, which I didn't know.
Yes, sir.
But maybe you've been doing. So can you tell us a little bit about Mogopodi Adventures?
All right. So 2022, I was still in varsity. Then we had this competition called the Entrepreneurship Development in Higher Education.
Okay.
So it's where now we promote studentpreneurs to say that what's your business and pitch it. You can be able to get funding worth 100,000.
Pitching to investors.
Yes.
Okay.
Even to your institution. So the internal round is at your institution. So I decided to enter the competition. I won the internal rounds within TUT. That was my first accolade.
Congratulations.
For Mogopodi Adventures. That was my first, and I still remember it like yesterday.
Like yesterday, yeah.
I was the first to pitch, and I believe that it's good when
that
you're
you
the
were the
first.
first. So being first, you see, being first, it can be.
It puts you on the map. So now I was able to win that, but when I got to the provincial levels, I was beaten by vets, because now they had prototypes. They had, I was talking about quantums. They were talking about now cure for certain diseases. You can understand.
Yeah.
Fast forward 2023, I'm back in Rustenburg. I can't get a job as an electrical engineer. Okay. I'm a GCC candidate, government certificate of competency under the Department of Mineral Resource and Energy. I can't get a job. I have the letters, I have everything, I have my academic record, I have my...
You finished at TUT, or you hadn't finished?
Yes.
Okay, so now you're back in...
I have to do practicals, yes.
Oh, yes.
So it's 2 years practicals for GCC. I can't get a job now. It becomes difficult. It was the most depressing time. You're coming back from university, in the community, just when you go to the shop, they say, no, he's just like us now. See, that motivation, that fire that you had, that I want to motivate young men in the communities
to do better.
Now they no longer see value of going to varsity. They no longer see value of education, because now the very same graduates are back in the communities.
And you look like them.
And I look like them,
so to speak.
So that's now what's depressing most graduates currently. It's a pandemic that we are facing in our communities, especially in the townships. It's bad. You can't even go out. You can't even do anything.
Yeah, in fact, I think the stats now, as I checked, was 600 to 800 graduates are unemployed after they graduate.
So that's
for a few years, which is a lot of people.
It's
really
bad.
A lot of people. It is a challenge.
So now I was in that situation. I ended up now saying that, you know what, I want to now focus more onto my business. Let me see what could happen, because it sustained me at some point. So I decided to go into the Anglo-American Zimele Hub.
Okay.
They put me on an enterprise and supply development program.
You applied to enter?
Yes.
Okay. And they accepted your
and they
application.
accepted me. That was my first ESD program I ever attended.
Nice.
It was the best.
Yeah.
The best. I had to now understand what is a business model canvas. I had to understand a business plan for my company. I had to think deeper about my market. Do I really want to do this? And you know, from throughout, you know, with Sigma International, with Anglo-American Zemele mentors that I had, coaches that I had, they were pushing me, saying that, you know, you are the first of a kind to say that you want to tap into the space, because most of the people say that they want tenders in the mines, they want tenders because we're in a mining city. But I was like, no, I want travel and tourism. And they said that we'll be able to support you. We'll be able to push you through. We'll be able to assist you in terms of compliance, technical assistance, marketing strategies, everything. And now I'm still grateful. Shout out to Anglo-American Zemele. I'm still grateful to them. Then come 2024 now, I'm ready now. I'm equipped from 2023.
You're fresh.
I'm burning now. I'm burning. Yeah. Firstly, the National Department of Tourism now sponsors me to exhibit at Meetings Africa.
Wait, just say that again. The National Department of Tourism.
Yes, I applied. Yes.
Oh, so you applied?
I applied to get sponsored.
Okay.
And they sponsored everything: flights, accommodation, exhibition fees. And I had the Chinese, the Indians, the Germans coming to my store to ask about that. Katlego, now we want to do meetings in South Africa. We want to have exhibitions. We want to have conferences. Can you organize us packages? And I'm like,
this is crazy.
This is big. This is millions, bro. This is
millions. That is great. You know what? I wanna, as you're telling your story, I wanna touch on something which is amazing. How you managed to find enterprise development, which is the Anglo program, and you got in. Then you got sponsored by the department. This is actually, let me say, what would you say is the formula to be able to apply to some of these programs and be able to get in? The reason why I ask is because you are a clear example of how these programs can really help, you know, in your space. There may be people who are watching who really need, whether it's funding help, whether it's enterprise development help, like training and how to start a business, your CDAs, you talked about Anglo-American, Department of Tourism, I didn't even know that they sponsor, right? So what's the advice that you would give? I mean, you've applied to different places and you managed to come in. What advice would you give someone watching now who needs that funding, who needs to get on a program? Where do they start? And how can they improve their chances to get accepted in some of these programs?
All right, thanks. So firstly, compliance. Fix your compliance, regardless of whatever business that you're into, fix your compliance. So in terms of tourism, it had less regulations. So that's how I was able now to get majority of the compliance.
So when you say compliance, are you talking about that the business is registered, you've got all your documents together, certain things that the department is looking for, you have them in?
Yes. Okay. But that's when now you're operational. But if you're still having an idea, it's still in ideation phase, I would advise that if you're a young person, go to NYDA. They'll be able to sit down with you, develop a business plan with you. Even with that idea, they can even give you up to 50,000 Rand for 100%. That idea. But now you'll have to get the compliance eventually. And if you're operational, maybe you're saying that Katlego, I'm imaging, I'm having equipment, I'm having this, but I do not have business. Then I would advise that you enter into enterprise and supply development programs aligned to your business, because now you cannot want to join an enterprise development program that's not aligned to your services or your business, because eventually they'll have to use you or rather work with you at some point.
What are some of the development enterprises? You mentioned NYDA, which I think is good for a lot of people.
Yes, sir.
It's 18 to 35, right?
Yes, sir.
Ages. So that's good for, if you're a startup or if you're an emerging, they can give up to 50. I think it's 250,000.
Yes. So there's different phases. There's the first phase, which is for startup. Whenever you are having an idea, they can give you up to 50,000. Then that's when now you are starting your own business. The program is called SYB. start your own business. You can get up to 50,000 rand as well, but you need to be having your CK, your business must be registered. Then there's what we call the IYB, where now you should be employing certain number of employees, where you should be having certain management accounts. That's when. So
these are all the things they can. There's the website, right?
Yes. Yes.
I know there's a station. So basically, finding a station where you stay of the NYDA office or going online.
Yes.
But I just wanted to quickly touch on that. I know you had great success on maybe some other enterprise developments or places that they can apply. Maybe one or two places.
Okay, so there's also what we call CEDA, which now is CEDFA, because now it has merged. So they're able to grant you funding. It's also the same as NYDA, 250,000. But now NYDA focuses mostly on young people. CEDFA, it cuts across anyone and everyone. But preferably, it would be nice if you are a young black female that needs funding, and that's what now currently everyone prefers.
Yeah, I know we can't help it, but I know definitely if the black female youth and also disabled people, they are the ones who get
that's a huge target.
So if you're somebody watching this, you fit that criteria, you have a high chance, please go and research enterprise developments. And then you mentioned how to improve your chances just to be compliant, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, all right. Awesome stuff. Thank you so much for that. There's so much to unpack, and I wanna make sure I hit kind of a few questions.
Let me finish that one.
Yes.
So 2024. Then last year we went to Africa's Travel in Dawa for 5 days, sponsored again by the National Department of Tourism. Then after that, now Anglo American said that Katlego, now you're going to need a huge number of people to assist you. So now we're able now to have the YES program partnering with them, Youth at Work, which is an implementation partner. So we were able now to come up now with a strategy on how we can be able to curb unemployment. So now currently today, Mogopodi Adventures employs 14 young people across Rustenburg, Pretoria, and Bombela. So we have created jobs. We've taken graduates across different sectors, across different fields of study, so that we can ensure that our strategy works. Our system is fully oiled. So currently now we offer global flights, global car rentals, global hotels. If ever you need any packages, we also offer inbound travel. If ever you need your safari, if ever you need, say that Katlego, you need a cruise. Last week I was on a train from Johannesburg to Durban. I'm packaging that now. We have a couple of trains that will be moving around. We have rails everywhere, but they are not working. So we need to ensure that people are able to sleep on the train, bath on the train, be able to also have fun on the train. So Shosholoza Mail, we were with them with short left, and it was an amazing experience. We traveled for 24 hours from Park Station to Durban, and you can imagine the experience, the scenery along the way. So that's our biggest market that we're going into now. I give it a name. I call it rail tourism, because now
nice. And that's actually something that I can say it's not as popular, and there's a lot of opportunity for people to actually experience that.
So that's for budget-friendly people, because now you can go to Durban with about 700 rand.
Wow.
With 700 rand, and it has a bed, it has everything, it has food on board. So
that
imagine,
insane. That's cheaper than a car. It's definitely cheaper than
I'm
a
saying
flight.
You get a bed, you get everything on board.
Wow, that is
so you can imagine that. So but now that's for budget friendly. We have also the blue train for luxury clients now, where now you're able to get even massages on the train to Durban or to Cape Town. So there's a lot of packages.
How long is that trip? Say, how long is that train trip to get to Durban from? Where did you say? From
Park Station, yes, from Johannesburg. 24 hours. You leave now, you're going to get there tomorrow that time. Because there's a couple of stops on the way, and you're going to enjoy the couple of stops on the way.
And you're getting a massage while you're there.
That's a lot of opportunities.
Things. You can eat their breakfast. There's
everything. There's a bar on board for those that want bars.
You know what? That to me is actually very exciting.
Yes,
me personally, I can't even remember the last time I rode a train. So I think that would be something that a lot of people would be interested in. That sounds so exciting. Please, once you've finalized it and you got the word out,
Yes, sir.
I'm sure a lot of listeners as well would be interested in
Yes, sir.
getting that. So so this is Mogopodi Adventures now. You've actually expanded quite a bit.
Yes, sir.
And what are some of your goals? What do you say in the next 5 years? Where do you see Mogopodi?
Oh, that's a great one. So we have a railway that's starting from Moses Kotani to Richards Bay,
Okay.
and it's not working. So
There's no
now,
one to just pay, yeah. So
so
you're looking at
so I'm looking into rail tourism to say that I need a train that will move from Northwest to KZN. So that's my biggest
KZN.
project to work on, and I'm calling on all investors to say that let's see how we can best collaborate. Let's see how we can best unite and see that we can develop a lot of opportunities. And that's why now I have my second company, which is MPS Electrical, because for the train to move, it needs electricity.
Of course.
So I'm already having competitive rates in terms of electrical equipment. We also now moving towards solar. It would be nice in terms of that train moving in terms of solar, because now if ever we get a pandemic in terms of what you call cable theft, it's a problem because we cannot protect the whole cable from Northwest to KZN, and it will be hectic. So now, but if the train is moving in with renewable energy, then it will be much more nicer and easier and efficient as well.
You can keep it
as an
protected,
electrical engineer.
yeah.
I would advise that, but I'm willing to have such conversations. Then secondly, I've been sending proposals. It would be nice having container homes in the village. So we currently still in the process of getting those container homes, to say that a basic brick and mortar room or basic brick and mortar hotel or lodge or guest house, it's no longer that vibrant.
Yeah.
People want something different. You sleep in a container. The container is fully shaped. It's nice and fully finished. You're self-catering. People want something like that.
I've seen some of the container homes from they look so beautiful. You would actually never think when you walk inside, particularly, it's so well furnished. Walking in, you feel like you're almost in a 5-star, 6-star hotel.
So that's
and I know as well it's quite cost effective as well. And it's also quite a unique way of actually somebody owning their own place. Yes, sir. Right?
Yes, sir.
All right. So the next couple of years, things are shaping up.
It will be quite nice. I'm currently enjoying the process. I'm enjoying the process. I'm enjoying how it's going.
Do you think you're gonna own a train one day? You're gonna have a fleet of trains, if there's such a word?
I would love to.
Okay, that would be very interesting.
Love to. Yeah, I would love to. But even if it's collaborations, still fine. I believe that we all need to start somewhere.
True.
So
of course, you can't. Obviously, for now, you can't be investing 20 million to get a rail. But look, it is possible. But I mean, step by step is
step by step at a time. Being able as well to do shuttling already. That's what we are doing. But now, in terms of shuttling, we are too saturated, because you can buy an H1 now and go to the airport and say that you are doing shuttles. Our market, it's not really managed properly by those that are just doing their own things on the ground. But what we now want to penetrate is luxury vehicles. Say that for every luxury vehicle that you need, we should book with Mogopodi Adventures, because now we're investing mostly now into luxury vehicles.
I actually saw some of your content. I know I saw the BMW is one of the cars that you're also working with, amongst others. So that's where you're also looking to provide luxury. Well, provide car assistance and rentals, but you're also looking towards going to the luxury space as well.
Yes, sir. So that's what we are looking into. So it will be amazing to see how it will all turn out. Not just in Northwest, but globally. That's what we currently busy with now.
Awesome stuff. Wow, this sounds so exciting. I think I'm sure you are probably one of some. I mean, it sounds challenging but I'm sure this excites you as well. So
I love challenges.
yeah, entrepreneurship 101.
Yes, sir.
So moving into my next question here. What's a question I also love to ask? Entrepreneurs often have failures
Yes.
on their journey to success. So do you mind if you telling us, and the idea behind this is, you know, again, somebody may be watching, they may be going through a hard thing, they didn't get the deal, maybe there's not enough finances, maybe there's team issues, maybe they're not getting the support. Maybe some of one or two things that you've tried on your journey, of course it's a journey, that maybe didn't work as well, but then also the lessons that you learned from them, you know, on your journey. Maybe one or two.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I have what we call like 10 failures is equivalent to one success. 10 failures,
It's a good one.
it's equivalent to one success.
Okay.
You because when you fail, you know, you learning. You are learning. It's either you were unprepared, it's either you were not ready, it's either you. So that one success is when opportunity meets preparation.
100%.
That's
we call
when
it luck. Some people call that luck.
Some people call it luck, but I call it that one success because now that opportunity now found you prepared. The previous opportunities you were not prepared, because most of the failures is because that we are not prepared.
100%.
You want to now give me 1,000 Chinese people to manage on a trip to South Africa because it's G20. How will I manage 1,000 people?
True.
While I could have collaborated with some of the top operators nationwide. So it's all about when the opportunity comes, it needs to find you prepared. And most of the time, as entrepreneurs, we're not prepared because we did not learn this. We did not study this. In schools, we were not taught entrepreneurship. So all of this, it's a journey that we are learning. So we need to understand that as you keep failing, as you keep tripping, as you keep falling, you need to understand that I'll put it that way. You're not falling. You just tripped and you still get back up. You just have to get that dust off. And now your mindset as well, you know, you need to have a growth mindset. You need to have a positive mindset as an entrepreneur. It's critical for you to have that. If you find yourself sitting with negative people, you're going to start thinking negative and you'll end up being negative. And nothing will produce from negativity. But if you are positive and people say that, he's too ambitious, the people that used to say that I'm too ambitious, that I'm an engineer, what am I doing at tourism? Today, they're the ones that saying, we want to support you. The very same people that said that, no, focus on your studies, they're the ones that say, no, we saw a package which is nice. We saw your car rental packages. Because now I'm giving out packages for car rentals for 30 days. Because there are people that are blacklisted. There are people that cannot afford to buy a car with the bank. There are people that... But if you rent my car for 30 days now, we're bypassing all that. Exactly. So I call it disruption.
Nice. You've disrupted the industry. So
unlike saying, give me 1K per day and I give you 100 kilometers. I'm saying that I'm giving you 3,000 kilometers for 30 days at the certain amount for any group vehicle that you want.
So you've bypassed the banks now, of which the banks are one of the biggest stumbling blocks for a lot of people.
People need transportation. How they get it,
it doesn't really matter.
Doesn't really matter. They just need transportation.
That is amazing. That is so. I should add disruptor as one of the things on your bio. That's thanks so much for that. What is the most significant lesson you've learned about yourself and your career in the last year? What is the most significant thing you've learned about yourself over the last 12 months?
That's a tough one. Well, growing up, it's all about personal development. Personal development. I'm going to emphasize that one. It takes the cup because I can be a CEO, I can be the founder, but if I do not grow as an individual, nothing around me will grow.
So personal development, unpack it. Are you talking about what, reading books or going to school, or what? So for you, what does that mean for you?
Getting more knowledge.
Okay.
Getting more knowledge, ensuring that your mind is equipped.
Got you. How have you been doing that on your space?
So obviously, I'm a guru in tourism. I have to watch tourism podcasts. I have to watch tourism shows. I have to read tourism news. You have to be specialist. You have to be a specialist. You have to understand what you are strong with. And you need to also be able to say that this is my weakness, and you shouldn't avoid your weakness. You should work on it. You need we need to be that sober minded to say that this is what I'm struggling with, and you need to be able to say that I'm still going to be able to work on this. I won't end because now this is a weakness or this is a failure that I'm struggling with. So we need to be able to sit down with our own selves, have self introspection, be able to develop ourselves personally so that we can be able to develop those out there in the world.
100%. All right. So I would say then one of the biggest lessons you've learned is about personal development.
Yes, sir.
Always learning, becoming the best in your space.
Yes, sir.
It's something that I always say is become the best in the world at what you do.
Yes.
Starting with where you are. If you're in your house, become the best in your house.
Yes.
Then you go to school, become the best in your school at that thing. Then you go to your job, become the best. And the more you become better across the board, the more you become, your skill opens up doors for you.
Yes, sir.
Awesome stuff. All right. I want to segue here. Looking at being an entrepreneur and juggling relationships, family, friends. It's not easy because you're always running and you're always doing this and that. And how have you, in your space, managed to juggle your work and family time and relationships with friends? How has that been? I know it's not easy and it's different for different people. How do you manage to juggle it?
So it takes me back to time management. So the previous years, I've missed a lot of things. And when I'm saying previous years, since I actually started as an entrepreneur, I've missed birthday parties, I've missed friends' weddings, I've missed, people hosting ceremonies, I've missed events, I've missed a lot because I was just working and working and working and working, and even family events, family gatherings. I would miss them, and they would ask, "Where's Katlego?" My mother would tell them, "He's working, he's working, he's working, he's working." So some would get angry that, but why is he prioritizing work? Why is he prioritizing that? Even in December, remember that our industry is busy in December. Family gatherings wants to now meet in December. But I'm having a client that says that I need shuttling. Yeah. My staff members, they are off. Who has to step in? I have to step in. Those that are working overtime, they are busy with other packages or other trips. So I have to ensure that I get on the ground. So I've always prioritized entrepreneurship because my competitor is working. I also need to work.
So how do you manage? Do you find that obviously there has to be a cost. So do you think, or how do you say, maybe talk with your family to say, okay, I'll see you guys at this time, but understand that I'm working? Or how is it a conversation you've had, or would you say it's something that they've learned about you and they've accepted?
You communicated that I get busy here, but when I come back, you're going to feel that I'm here.
Yeah.
And that helps you have less friends. Everyone now, people don't just call you and say, let's go out, because they know that you're not available. I get less calls now. Yeah. But before, people used to say, bro, let me take you out. Hey, bro, let's do this. Let's do that. Because they're my peers. They are just excited. And some are in the first entry jobs, and they just want to do a lot. Because now, at this age that I'm at, I'm 26 years old, by the way. So I'm at a brim where now it's either you make a mistake that will, tarnish your future, or you make a mistake that you will learn from and grow towards building a better future. So most of the people, just that we don't have enough time, but I would make an example to say that I have friends currently now, graduates, that are making more money. They take a loan, get a biggest car, get the biggest house, take their smallest children to the highest paying private schools, and come month end, it's a problem. That guy now he's left with 2,000 rand, but he's earning 100,000, but he's left with 2,000 rand.
Yeah. Doesn't make sense.
Having everything. After he pays all his expenses, only left with 2,000 rand. He says, but I don't see what I'm working here for. And when you get to that person and tell them that, because most of them, they seek advice from me. Some are older than me, and I would tell them that, I feel to reduce your expenses, reduce their liabilities. No, but I have to drive this big car because now when I park at work, they need to see that I'm this engineer. The pressure, the mindset. Yeah. Our people are I think they still need a lot of knowledge. We need to understand how the world operates, because while we still don't understand how the world operates, we'll keep making the mistakes which our great grandparents made. Yes. And we need to be the generation to turn things around.
100%. And I think it goes back to what you were saying, which is management, being able to manage your money well, because otherwise you'll be going into debt to impress people who don't even know you.
Who don't even like you.
And don't even like you. I mean, it doesn't even make sense. They don't even like you. Why are you interested? So, thank you so much for that one. We're going to come to, I'd like to ask 2 more questions, then we're going to wrap up. Yes, the first one would be your faith. I know you mentioned a few things about your journey and how you actually became a Christian and how that's kind of filtered through with your everything. How important would you say is your faith to you and to everything that you're doing?
I'm nothing without my faith. To be honest, I'm nothing. As I said, that I lost my father in 2014. I was doing grade 9, and when I lost him, everything just became a standstill. Became depressed. My best friend, even till today, is still my best friend. His parents were going through a divorce. So we were just, both of us, going through the shadow of darkness. We were just going through a lot. And we decided that we're going to give our lives to Jesus. And we decided to just make that call. And now, come grade 10, now we started now having sessions during our break to say that let's have Bible study. Then as we further grow, we said that every morning in our classroom, we were the math and science class. We said that no, we're going to have the word every morning, and teachers would understand our class. Every grade that we get into, we say no, this is our rule. And even our classmates, we telling them that this is our rule, that we operate in this way. We start our day this way. Get to varsity, faith still. I was serving under the Student Christian Organization. They trusted me. They deployed me to SRC. Still faith. Still came back. I got ordained as an evangelist at Maranatha Jesus International Gospel Ministries. Okay. I was still serving, and I kept serving. Currently, today, I'm serving at South African Faith Ministries. And, the journey, it gets to open my eyes every single day. I cannot say that I know enough. I cannot say I know more. And I'm not perfect. And I'm saying it to everyone that I'm not perfect, but I want to become more like him. I'm not like him yet, but I'm yearning to be like Jesus. I'm yearning. There's nothing wrong with thirsting to be more like him. So I always pray to say that God, decrease more of me so that I may have more of you. So that's my prayer, to say that, in order for me to do all of these, it's not my strength, it's not my wisdom, it's not my knowledge, it's not my power, but it is by his power, it is by his grace, it is by his mercy. Only when you allow him to use you as an instrument, that's when he'll be able to use you. Because most of us now, our hearts are filled with hatred, are filled with anger, filled with a lot of things. So the Holy Spirit is not able to speak in you. But if you release your heart and allow the Holy Spirit to just come in you and speak with you and direct you, all the ideas, everything will just make sense. But currently now, we're just having a lot of things. But what you must have a big heart. We meet because you have your heart and your mind filled with a lot of wrong things. And you I don't know who I'm speaking with out there, but you need to open your heart. You need to forgive. You need to be able to move on. You need to be able to, be free. Because when you are free, that's when now your mind also becomes free. You are able to innovate. But if your mind is still filled with the past, you're not able to think ahead. True. So we need to emphasize that to the next coming generation, to say that you need to be free, you need to forgive, you need to think positively. You need to allow the Holy Spirit to direct you. It is not by my mind. If you ask a 26-year-old born and bred in Rustenburg, when I tell people that I'm from Rustenburg, they say, I'm shocked to find someone like you from Rustenburg. And I say that, no, I'm not doing this by my flesh. If I was doing it by my flesh, yes, you'd be shocked. But now I'm doing it with the greater that is He inside of me. So that's how I go about it. Yeah.
Amen.
So faith takes the cup.
It's powerful, man.
Yeah.
That's powerful. All right. Thank you so much for that. So I'm going to drop the last question. This is the mystery question I was talking about. This is the mystery question. So what we do here on the podcast, we ask everybody this. The question is, if you were to go back to your younger self, let's say he's 15 or 16, what would you say to that person? Knowing what you know now, having gone through what you've gone through now, you're still a young entrepreneur,
Yes.
but going back, let's make him 16 years old. Yes. What would you say to him? 16-year-old Katlego. Now you go back in time.
Okay. Firstly, I would say, what's your skill? What's your gift? What is that gift that God has given you? What is that gift? And with me, it has always been speaking. So I ensured that I automated to leadership. So if I were to go back, I would.
What would you say to him? We want to know what you say to him.
Find that skill, find that gift. The reason why today, we have a lot of unskilled people in South Africa is because now they do not understand their gift. Understand your gift. Understand your gift. I'm telling you, it will open doors, and be specific in that gift. Don't go left, don't go right. Back then, that Katlego was saying that I'm going to become an engineer so that I can have more money, and I was doing it for the money.
The money and the prestige.
But now we have said now, purpose must prevail. Purpose must be a priority. Purpose over preference.
100%. I like that.
So purpose over preference, it will open doors. Even in doors where now you are not there, people are able to mention my name in doors of opportunities, in rooms of, even you inviting me here, you thought about me because you see my purpose in the land of the living.
100%.
So I would tell that young Katlego 10 years ago to say that focus on your purpose, focus on your gift. I'll make an example with our foreigners, our African brothers. Most of them, they use their skills. They can build a house from scratch, but it's not one person. He will call a brother that's doing tiles because he's skilled for tiles. He will call a brother that's skilled for ceiling because he's skilled for ceiling. He will call a brother that's skilled for bricklaying. He will call a brother for as an electrician, for electricity. He will call a brother, even the ladies, not just the men. Let me make an example with the ladies. There are ladies that wake up and they're foreign nationals and they do nails, they do hair, they do, those things don't need regulations.
Exactly.
But those people are surviving.
The skills.
It's the skill. It's all about the skill. Driving a motorbike. We have checkers now with 60/60. We have Mr. D. We have Uber Eats. And we usually say that our South Africans don't want to work. No, South Africans don't know their skill. They don't know their gift.
100%.
They don't know their gift. And these guys, they would say that I will go on the motorbike and make 300 rands per day. The lady that does nails, she can tell you, doing nails on your fingers as well as on your toes, 600 rand. Just per person. You get 10 people in a day, that's 6K. You work 5 days on a month end.
And it's add up.
You make 30 grand, bro. You make 30 grand in 5 days. Then the other days, and then after they make 30 grand, they don't say that, no, now I'm fine, I'm rich. Then they go and relax. They're still working. They're still going to wait for that 600 rand. They're still going to open that saloon, even though they don't get any client that day. Even though they know that on the 10th is the best, or rather it's the worst time of the month. They will still be in that saloon. There will still be, that nail bar will still be waiting for someone to do their nails.
100%.
I'll make the last example. Spaza owners, they're able to give you on credit. But you come to Katlego can't give you on credit. They've managed to learn the mindset of our people. That's why they're able and actually booming. And trust me, if ever you're having your own spaza shop and a black-owned South African spaza shop, there will come 4 of them, and they will all surround you and drop all the rates. Everyone will buy at them. You turn by this corner, there's a spaza shop. You go to the next street, there's a spaza shop. You go to and it's same rates for them. They are all buying in bulk. Now they are suppressing you. Your bread is 25 rand. They make their bread 18 rand.
Because they bought in bulk. Now they can put their prices low.
Some of the products, they manufacture them. It's a conversation for another day, but we need to be able to discover our skill. We need to be able to discover our gift. And once you identify it, once you identify your passion, I'm telling you, grab it by everything that you can. Because that's when now you'll be able to go through. That's when you'll be able now to penetrate doors that you never expected. That, for example, I never thought that I would be here today because of my tourism company. I thought I would be here today because I'm an engineer.
Yeah.
But now my passion is more into what's giving food.
So you really discovered your gift and it started opening up doors even to places you didn't think.
Never.
I mean, even now you're on the podcast when you're talking about and I can be honest, if it wasn't for you knowing your gift and pushing it to that point where I would have seen what you're doing, I wouldn't have invited you. So it's going to continue. Again, you mentioned today about the Yali, the Mandela
Washington
Fellowship.
Yes, sir.
Again, and now how it's opened that door. Yes, you know. So I think I catch you 100%. 16-year-old Katlego, what is your gift? Push your gift.
Yes.
And I hope people at home have heard that as well.
Yes,
I think I'm going to wrap up here. Our time is up, but where can people get a hold of you, Katlego? Mogopodi Adventures, MPS Electric. How can people find out more about you and the things that you're doing?
All right. So with me, I'm available on Google. You can Google Katlego Mogopodi.
That's the first. I've never heard that one.
So you can Google my name.
Okay.
Yeah. But for Mogopodi Adventures, you're able to book our flights, our current house, our package tours, your safari tours, your spa massages. We have all packages.
Where can they get a hold
on
of
www.mogopodiadventures.co.za.
Okay.
So Mogopodi, Mogopodi Adventures. .co.za. On all social media platforms, we are Mogopodi Adventures. Perfect. I don't manage that. It's someone else that manages. We are MPS Electrical. So in terms of MPS Electrical, currently we are just selling electrical equipment. Okay. So if ever you need any residential, mining, industrial, electrical equipment, we are able to supply you. You can send us an email at mpselectrical@outlook.com. So I don't know if ever they want my number. I give them
Google will get the rest. It's fine.
Yes,
we'll drop all that information on the description below.
Thank you, sir.
So that they can definitely get a hold of you, support what you're doing. I love everything. Mr. Mogopodi, thank you so much for coming through. I really think what you gave today was power-packed. And I hope people took as many notes as possible. Thank you for another episode of the Gaisang podcast. I hope that you learned, that you got info, and you're going to apply. Very important. So this is the end of the podcast. My name is Gaisang, and I'll see you on the next one. Yeah, is it a rap? It's a rap. Yes! Come on!